afternoon, your Pratt Pack on this beautiful sunny Wednesday in western Pennsylvania. These are your headlines for December 20th, 2017. The House of Representatives is set to take another vote on the GOP tax reform plan, a celebration at the White House with President Donald Trump after the most significant legislative victory for his administration this year. In a vote early morning hours, the Senate approved the final version of the first overhaul of the U.S. tax code in more than 30 years. The bill passed along party lines 51-48, with a final result announced by Vice President Mike Pence, who presided over the vote. The House passed the bill earlier yesterday, but technical changes were made to it in the Senate, and the bill will go back to the House today for a second vote, where it is expected to pass. Now, some of the things to look for when this thing could possibly become law by January 1st of 2018. For individual filers, lowers many individual rates, nearly doubles the standard deductions, eliminates personal exemptions, caps state and local tax deductions, expands child tax credit, creates temporary credit for non-child dependents, lowers gap on mortgage interest deductions, curbs who's hit by AMT, alternative minimum tax, preserves smaller but popular tax breaks, exempts almost everybody from the estate tax, slows inflation adjustments in tax code, eliminates mandate to buy health insurance. Now, for businesses and corporations, this is where I believe this is truly going to benefit America. Lowers tax burdens on pass-through businesses, includes rule to prevent abuse on pass-through tax break, slashes corporate rate 21% from 35%. Now, this is big. Tonight, we'll be at the Brighton Hot Dog Shop in Beaver. Joining me, my friend Dave Pasquale. His entire life has been spent in the steel industry. Of course, many of you in the industry know him from Colfin's Specialty Steel in New Brighton. I believe this is going to be a jumpstart for the steel industry to produce the product here in our country, creating jobs, and with the Shell petrochemical plant and the upstart of the natural gas industry and the piping that will be needed in that business, this could be a real winner for this region. We'll talk to Dave Pasquale about this corporate tax reform, 21% from 35%, and how I believe this is truly going to boost our economy like we have not seen in maybe a generation. That's all coming up tonight with Dave Pasquale. Also, how will this new tax reform affect businesses and corporations? Change how U.S. multinationals are taxed. So lots to get to, and we'll talk to Dave coming up later tonight. Meantime, other headlines for this Wednesday. CNN, the United States has asked the United Nations to ban 10 ships from entering the world's port over alleged dealings with North Korea. The move comes after the UN blacklisted 4 ships in October, including one that was caught smuggling 30,000 North Korean-made rocket-propelled grenades in 2016. Cardinal Bernard Law has died 15 years after being at the center of a sex abuse scandal. He'll have his funeral tomorrow at St. Peter's Basilica in Vatican City. Sports, the Pitt Panthers, who were playing with 7 true freshmen, led by as many as 27 points in the first half and 22 at the half, defeated Delaware State 74-68 back at the Peterson Event Center on Friday when they host Towson, and you can hear it on 93.7 The Fan. Good news for Steeler fans. 8 headed to the Pro Bowl. Chris Boswell, Antonio Brown, Ben Roethlisberger, David DeCastro, Marquise Pouncey, Ryan Shazier, Alejandro Villanueva, and Le'Veon Bell, who was the overall leading vote getter among the fans, was selected to his 3rd Pro Bowl this year, 1,222 yards on 307 carries with 8 touchdowns. More on the Steelers-Houston game coming up tonight with Gino DeMarco from the Brighton Hot Dog Shop in Beaver. Ladies and gentlemen, enjoy your Wednesday from your Pratt Pack. Good afternoon.